They thought the invasion had been worth it.
No, no, para nada, bajo ningún punto de vista.
Those who would talk to us all said no, it had not been the right thing to do. Some explaining that while it had brought the world's attention to their claims to the islands, this had not been worth the life of a single soldier, sailor or airman. As this recently opened cultural centre for the Malvinas clearly illustrates, the desire to get the islands back is more deeply rooted than ever before. But for the moment, even this must take second place to the overriding problem, the economy. A widely read magazine claims that in 6 years, inflation's gone up by a staggering 22,500%. In more simple terms, prices this year have risen by over 30%. The noughts just roll onto the end of the price tags in the shops. A dollar worth 12,000 pesos before the war last year is now worth 61,000 pesos. A pair of trousers costs around a week's wages for an unskilled worker. So as this price tag ironically and unintentionally emphasizes, these are impossible prices for hundreds of thousands of people. Unemployment is rocketing. Here on the outskirts of Buenos Aires, ships lie rusting by weed-covered docks. The sand and gravel firm that once gave them their cargoes has closed down. Since the war last year, when there were about 1 million unemployed, another 1 million have lost their jobs. And those with work started off this week with a one-day countrywide strike for higher wages. The idea was to bring the country to a standstill. No trains were running, public transport was almost non-existent. But it wasn't a total success. There were more people around than during the last general strike in December. Office workers use their own private transport to get in. But tomorrow, the workers will be flooding the streets as they converge on the city for a mass demonstration in support of higher wages. The problems of unemployment and rising prices tangling with the commemorations of the war a year ago. And even the elements have been unkind. Flooding in the north has ripped out and sent downriver huge quantities of a floating weed. At one of the country's smartest yacht clubs, members can't get out at all, even briefly, to sail away from the problems all around them. Despite the national holiday officially called for next Monday to commemorate the invasion of the islands, it's not a very happy Easter week here in Argentina. Osvaldo Stefani gave up his job as an electronics engineer and now is the only full-time member of the Volunteers for the Defence of the Fatherland, which he says firmly has nothing to do with the government. His sparse office is in a suburban side street. He claims some 4,000 members, doctors, nurses, lawyers, anyone, he says, who wants to keep alive the spirit of national identity which was built up by last year's invasion. Surrounded by posters and stickers, he is planning, with the help of the Red Cross, to take some 500 relatives to the islands on a cargo boat supplied free by a local shipping company. And he says they're determined to go whatever the British government says.
We don't know if we are going to get to the island, because they can stop us, they can attack us, they can do whatever they want by the force. But the ship is going to go to Malvinas, at least as far as they let us go.
When are you planning to go?
We are planning to go in the 16th of April.
And how long do you plan to stay there? What are you actually going to do?
Just a few hours. Just a few hours, because our only intention is to go to the cemetery, to pray a few moments, to bring some flowers, and that's all.
Just a few hours?
Just a few hours. We are asking just for a few hours for the relatives to pray in front of the tombs. That's all. Every country in the world have the respect for their dead people, and we do have that respect, and we want to pay the last visit to the soldiers that died defending our fatherland.